because people were frustrated because of where Dumso or handle no. That is one. Say a man for who say Sabio, why ye jumatsun titru abwa ama e kanya dundum no etimi eto anase eto atwa. That is one. Sadum so kroya at the economic impacts eba nipa so a amafo ahokyera wo mu ekomu no energy no e de nsama hodo bebre e de bai. E mamafo nya adwene said the former president Sabio onye competent enough to run the nation Ghana. Enti amafo efa adwene say enei yebegina so na ya toaba e de etia no. Eno emma opposition titru the New Patriotic Party an advantage, a leverage. Emma mutumi di ye message e preachi ye etia the former president and a man elusuye. Afei and some kasiye uremu wo media mu aye dumso tia toto amanfo trimu. Enam se wentimi am managing ye enti ekutiano. Now yesha another trend be aso ase yehwe nso ewo yemman mu ha. One trender as a man for so gina so galamsey no eho ensem. But the question I'm asking is that is the New Patriotic Party handling the issue of the galamsey no so well? Sekabaye na possibly bianca baibu na sumunua eno yese emi fita. Said the organized labor any nipa kudu ahodo bebre esori tiaye say omo ye dem yichire ahodo and said the media no cover and exactly the same way am cover said the dumso no ebaye no. Possibly Kebenyans who so bonnie. But one thing the NPP government has done right and say nay no they have I'm sorry. Yeah, omo ekun etia. Say be wie e nobody knows. But at least people have come to notice that the government is doing everything possible to fight the galamsey menace. Say be wie de yenim. Enti usu se bebe na watwe na se bosume kakra ye peja so galamsey ni sorry pa but aban here se otu ho na mo no abrase. What SMPP betimi ageni anase timi enya something from it. Said they're not possibly opposition also taking advantage. Said they also taking advantage of the dumso. Said they're not probably a cassetia dumso. Said they're nay na man for cassetia galamsey no. Said they're not sub media houses carry information and news about galamsey no. So they're carrying about dumso no. The one positive thing about the New Patriotic Party is that homo kun galamsey no. The question is, can they sustain it? Enra yete se baby omo kun ejai no. But they are lucky because and they emphasize small scale miners and so asoria omo ekutia. What our advice and say name say MPP ebetimi a consolidate whatever they have and then their message will sink so down and people will not turn their attention to galamsey. They shouldn't stop fighting the galamsey menace. Na no betimi aboa mom emma Sabio, Adrian and Kaman for a form was a Sabio dwene your environment and chronic banono, et me jibe. So we a wake up call, the MPP, if they want to make any headway, one thing that they should fight and fight so well is the galamsey. Anyway, Mianko Parliament House, Nafi Yankoti, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Yenra Alban Sumano Babin, in declaring 4 seats no vacant no and sama or the etuja.
And so, what is my role in all this? Honorable members, it is important to point out that the Speaker is called upon by the standing orders of Parliament, particularly Order 18, to inform the House of the occurrence of a vacancy of the seat of a member under Clause 1B to E, G, and H of Article 97 of the Constitution. Accordingly, I proceed to inform the House that by the notification of the polls, the following members of Parliament have by their actions vacated their seats in Parliament. The members are Honorable Peter Yao Kwache Aka, NDC MP for Amenfi Central in the Western Region, now referred to as an independent parliamentary candidate for the same constituency. 2, Honorable Andrew Amwako Asiama, independent member for Kwabena constituency in Ashanti region, now referred to as MPP parliamentary candidate for the constituency. 3, Honorable Kojo Asante, MPP MP for Suhum in the Eastern region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. And finally, Honorable Cynthia Mamile Morrison, MPP MP for Agona West constituency in the Central region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. These MPs cannot be allowed by law and my good self to continue to pretend to be representing people that they don't believe in and they don't have any loyalty for in this house any longer. The house is accordingly so informed. Honorable members, I thank you for your patience and attention.
We are also our Parliament House, and the Right Honourable Speaker for Parliament, Alban Sumano Babwin, Wano Eddie and Semi Etuja. But Yankoni na Yanshad the see a minority and majority so aside. Remember these statements when they were made. Yababe share the substance of the whole thing. But Yankoni the same friends a minority leader, a majority leader, a Honourable Afenyo Markin, and Sama. Or the Etuja.
Clear? Plenaries, I will invite the majority leader, still majority leader, to address you on the communication that just came from the speaker. So may we listen to the majority
leader. All right, so we've just witnessed a conspiracy between the speaker and the minority to bring confusion in the House. It is clear that Mr. Speaker avoided service of the writ to do the bidding of the NDC. It's so clear, but we believe in the law. We, as the majority caucus, immediately are boycotting Parliament until this matter is determined by the Supreme Court. The Speaker has no right to interpret the Constitution, and it is so clear that what he did was to give advantage to the NDC and do the bidding of the NDC. We are not going to go further to litigate. We have a process at the court. We'll follow it up. If the court makes a pronouncement, we'll respect the orders of the court. But because we believe that the issues we have raised are issues for interpretation.
The former majority leader, say minority leader, how do I address him? But that is what is there. We Honourable Afenyo Markin and what is Ode and Semi and so Eddie Atudram and so Honum. Afei almost stage a workout. Afei mianko na nado Dankwah kufuado enso eho na yenhwe onim say oko thank you Thor ewo northern part of Ghana no the ensamawodo atudwa the kind a debate no eho ensensem say why is the former president His Excellency John Dramani Mahama running away from a debate with the running anasem fans the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, waka eho ensem osan eka say Mahama and declare a stance on the free SHS and also eho ensem yango nenko tia no ye wia na yabeti the former president also responsible or the buyer omro no so enam nkran na ono so ebo entoa yanko nenko tie eno eho ensem enso eho.
I've just moved from minority to majority. In fact, the people of Ghana voted for the NDC majority, but if not certain machinations this should have happened from day one of this parliament. But you see, finally we are here. We are here to do the business of the people of Ghana. We are here to begin the process to reset our country. Our country has gone through very difficult times. In fact, oftentimes, the people of Ghana have blamed Parliament for not standing up for the people of Ghana. But obviously, you can't blame the NDC minority because we were not having a working majority. Today, we have the working majority. We will begin the process to reset our country. We want to use this opportunity to assure the people of Ghana that the NDC majority will stand for the people of Ghana any day, any time. We will begin the process to move to the majority side and elect a new second deputy speaker on Tuesday. We assure the people of Ghana that we will also take over majority of the committees of parliament. We will do the work in a way that will benefit the people of Ghana. We have gone through so much as a country, and this cannot continue. Thank the Speaker for standing with the people of Ghana, respecting the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, respecting precedent and the standing order of the people of Ghana, of the Parliament of Ghana. In all of this, we thank the people of Ghana by standing for standing.
I say we interpretation. Constitution
Immediately pronounced and as fan say majority leader, whether minority or majority leader, we Dr. Kessel Atoba Forsen and Otese Wade and some Eddie Atujam Eddie Afa and so Efa majority ne minority, the ruling of the Speaker of Parliament ne and crony be enyina. Raketi Amoneka senkutin some of the Tuja and so.
With the interpretation. Constitution didn't say, be a interpretation, be a Supreme Court, and I can't want them. Yakasa, we say no, the majority leader. When you're the Cratani now come Supreme Court, man, a time Kakra, my woman Supreme Court, Sam Kakra, no one decided I do with that. Then I buy a back, I was all going home. Aquatana, you after when this is what we need Wabno, Keke, my church on Yama, Obigna, Kram Gazis Modiaba, Bakuna, Omu, what was a majority? Yeah, I got a photo about my majority. Them was here. And I was say my own minority. Who got this as a muefa? Babin, the Assamba Mamuha, what the Biaban. I'm not looking at say, speak and Yanisa, what from the extending orders. President Nano, what I want to present on the Bia, stand orders on one of the ultimate interpreter. Constitution, no, yes, say, be a law, a constitution, Dankasa interpretation, a Supreme Court, Nakayo on Nakanwa. What's say, I said, Obi changing now or so independent say just what declare nay. Yeah, lawyer phobia one agony. It's a court in the constitution, Ashambra say, Sadden said it about lawyer for baby, and say baby can or Babacao, another foreign get to a mobile lawyer for Mokruba. Obia one agony. All the Bakoro Parliament, I say, what Naha was say, Parliament will say there are many problems. Me MPP. Bakuna maybe 12 bana maybe Bakuna about to the same bana by January 2025. I don't know about member MPP view, Mako independent, Nasma or Canada. Sagni or constitution, yes, near Tias and say, and the year my sorry say and no, and the year my guy MPP, my club has many MPP want to be independent, quite independent side. Then constitution no bite. I know that the year Tias, I don't know. Where I was saying that's what now can Onyan was a friends Obiaka Bibi. Was it from Magoke can be last year. Wakasa was it and you're buying a gazette and you're by force and get your nine on and one so can the same thing. So what I got be as or can open can we say now and no. Yes, say yes. Saba from the side of Magoke or can now. Yana baby say and yes, I had not lawn it yet.
We a Honorable Katie Hammond and now Otise Ode and Semi so be a cajon our. Na kwa kufri mpodi asembeba. Waba.
Gildy. Di shadi ya wakano ene hii nebe pocket lawyers.
Sao. Tine mebehwe o law prowells. Anyway, enti babu nsam mpeso kamitimu kakrebi. Some a few points bina fe yaba. Na yabe mehwe eye point 14 15 no. Na yahwe adiem. Or say, okay, 13. Honorable members, it has been suggested by some members that the provisions of Article 97(1)G and H, which address the vacating of a member of parliament seat due to defection should be understood prospectively. That is, they should apply only to future parliaments and not to the terms of office of parliament when the act occurs. While this argument may appear to offer a pragmatic approach, it must be firmly dismissed as both untenable and inconsistent with the constitutional purpose of these provisions. One may ask, what is Article 97 purpose to do? The clear intent of Article 97(1)(g) on H, to my understanding, is to preserve the party loyalty, engender trust, and protect the mandate of the voter and representation through the MP's term of office. We ayensem bia odi to afi ma menko 24 no na yenhwe sama odi etu 23 no. O see in 2020 during the tenure of Right Honorable Professor Aaron Michael Kwabena as Speaker of Parliament, a notable instance occurred where the New Patriotic Party notified the Speaker that the MP for Kwabena, Honorable Andrews Esiama Mwako, was no longer a member of the party. The MPP requested that the seat be declared vacant in accordance with Article 97(1) of the Constitution, citing that the MP had failed to contest the upcoming elections as an independent candidate, which violates the party's constitution. In response to this notification and request, Right Honorable Professor Michael Okwabena proceeded to declare the seat vacant. However, I must emphasize that this ruling made by the previous speaker does not bind other speakers, including myself. And Okoya Yanko Baby will declare 28. Accordingly, I proceed to inform the House that by the notification of the pools, the following members of Parliament have by their action vacated their seat in Parliament. These members are no bodini na. We no that house na say. Over to you.
Jolati. But say ye de ho komo wa ha be na sanna ne nra. Ya na ye ka saasimi.
Yes.
Said the see ya my kokwe gira so. Na what declare for mra mrashabadwani lawyer Andrew Siama say ontima parliament wa pamono no. Oye ni ye ana wa ye.
Yes.
Na my kokwe na aba be kire mu say ono ne de no. MPP for the crata brain or parliament say asomasi or say we a party no onyina party ticket view or quite independent. Ade a wa ye ni nti no wo bu ye mra so nti ayi ye yi na free party.
Ojina party ni mra so.
E na be ka kire wo mo say de wa ye nti no
wo bu ye party ni mra so. Nti ye yi na free party ni. Okay.
E na speaker gina so no yes the oye.
Yeah.
But go kire say in this instance no MPP for non for krata ma parliament. And no me tie Cynthia Morrison. Also on cast we jai MPP.
Okay.
Nemom sa bato we no.
And no
contract December 7.
That's right.
But on country will be as on
jai party no.
Jai party no.
Na sa party ni mra so say wo kontonkura we jai.
Ono se on call also jai. Enti party for no be fresh ewura ya tesa wo kɔ kontokro
we jaya na so
wunya
okay
o meka bibia sa
party mebo o mama ne
enti eno no ma okay ne chese no ne die we so no
different
bra and at the school of another school of thought say once you declare to go independent chese party no wabu o momra so
enti we jaya ne sa
you won't make country ye kra no a
ye hunu
ye die timi hunu. So the question is so be boss speaker man say we ye hu so ko independent chese we ja MPP a and na wo se ye fa na say wo se ye twema MPP fo no a
be ko mama ne
and be bo mama ne and na de na wo ka no say nipa no so ko independent and he will come to the next parliament.
Yes.
As an independent member. It's in the tenure office see already.
Or that's so you member of that party.
So hearty ho. Enti aden na dia obeye ne dachi. E say affecting the position.
Enne.
En na ba be kire say omo ye constitution no. Oma dwen ne say omo mpese wo the party bi din ba e na wo si unim no. Now that sort of parliament undermine sa party on the sa no wote ase. Di omo kasa de no ono omo enya adwen. Now the question is, so be bo bi kwa edu say, ya te say asumasi, we free MPP mu ekwa independent a. Ke di we checheni. In administrative law, si bo bi kwa edu a, ontimi nyina kwa edu no so nka say mate so wa ye senti, mayi wadi.
There be.
there are two notable cases in rule of natural justice. Your two rules of natural justice. The first one is odi oteram partem. That is listen to the other side.
Okay.
Asemba no be beka chem kyerɛ
Ye nyina ba ko no so.
Sa afre nipa no na tie no. Ono so de. And the second one is nimo judice in causa so a. A person cannot be a judge in his own case.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Sa asembia ba na ke odi wo ye judge.
Na me amasa na me bi.
Na obi bi.
Okay.
Ehu wo mu a e so recuse o. And the second no dey hear from there. The first question is asem no ba ya egbeto odwa say enipa we yate so ko independent we free MPP mo no where they had your friend ba parliament say around do asiama yate say what's what jai independent esa ko MPP and as Cynthia Morrison what the MPP din the buy the ehunu say ye hu krata bi say why you say oko independent. What do you have to say?
Okay.
That is the rule of natural justice.
Okay. No matter what the evidences
No
are.
matter what the evidence.
Okay.
The celebrated cases are a support to Saudi way. If Reba call Abuaje versus Ghana Commercial Bank.
Okay.
Why do Ghana Commercial Bank a senior officer? And they say or this can be a to be account to Abraham Mount Quine. Or my man of fair hearing, no muinedi. And no court. And of course there be. I said ni Panama of fair hearing.
Okay.
Bonum chrono media dancing can be beer. No, yeah. What just like I said, based on
the work
no, you who say 1 year.
Okay.
And now winning versus Ghana, why can so home? Why can for so, can I so my bapo? Jomezam's heading, you trim, ya brown 3 years. And almost call course a debby. A buy no man free and cry my any day. Yeah, me ye one. Now court cast a debby. It breached the rule of natural justice.
Okay.
Michael Quinn made a mistake. Says Siama dear by no one fresh Siama, Siama me in one, and Ojina so than the power yedding. And no one been and Russell, Babin Ayeno. And you me and no. So the rule of natural justice a year, Juma, they were not given a fair hearing.
Okay.
Before they were taken out of parliament. Now, say Michael Quinn ye been ra.
And just say correct.
Friends say Babin Sebi. Every day say Babin can say the Siam Michael Quay no and Chichino. Say where the hierarchy of the judiciary. So lower court say a district court and as a second court wa. Say a dear Sembia or higher court wa. Na se unya similar case the high court na say court of appeal na Supreme Court buaye no. E chichiri wa wo lower court no. But say high court bi buasem wa. The high court no ruling no and chichiri the fellow high court judge.
John Smith be another way.
You know the same level. It ruling no influential or persuasive.
Okay.
It bet me persuade me. But it doesn't bind me.
Okay.
It dear and I know my Kukweye no. And bind it. A friend say,
your friends are Babin.
Sa do TN and your cousin who so evil reprove. As of a sort say. Michael Quay intimates me
maybe.
But who really want to trust him say, dear Michael Quay no bind me. If it doesn't bind you, now it was wrong. Why do you follow the stare decisis? Just say decided case.
Oh, see, the understanding Chen say it will undermine the partner in the buy and inti and no so. And yet the Makokwe say constitutional article 97G no. Ono nti ase kire say de be share ho enye for future way.
The okay say he who sow evil reaps evil.
And also kire saying. And also asem kase a also
so yeah baby and all ba betwa. It is aba na wu betwa ma no. It means that you are going to give him the dose of his own medicine.
The no.
Oh.
Aso.
And to be honest with you, sanyasa time we na aka say friends MPC on the caucus is here see among fair here o win easily.
Oh, okay.
Look how can
I say you can
one say I know be call Mr. Kessben ho.
I can
say kill the ICC.
And why you
without calling you to give any reason why you did that. Yes, you were. If you go to court, you win it easily.
Anyway.
Senior lawyer,
baba. Na you can some na and some no me na me bu so me so another angle say also me hwe enti ne ya be so bi a okoto aba and I say pre primaries na olusu ya on man next parliament no so ye be friend sen
de
ono next parliament no o maybe enti ono so what that way no say obetimi allegiance no wo ho ma that partner de ne buy na na
no so
another issue
because we're losing
the primaries. Man next parliament no. Sister allegiance now. And also swear.
But on no better back I say onye outward appearance be a say obe undermine.
The question is that we show intent. Say obe undermine party.
Say the question is the why nesse or co-independent no. Does it have effect on his position now in the current parliament?
Yes.
And I say a futuristic.
Okay. Senior lawyer by bedin komo. But you called Doctor Time. That's so. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mpacho hu ya.
Ya daruma.
Mkamfanta, mkamfanta.
Mitumi kakaka.
Dama. Evangelina.
David.
What did they say, madam?
Your friend Efia bene wa.
Efia bene wa mako. Until the time beto so hu. Ya fa time on to so any.
Matias ye be chare for na etifo na obusa na ma we say we service.
Ayo.
Tinya de obenya ho aba me so ya mta akọ nkran say wo hu me ha dade a. Na me hwe achi kakra.
Okay.
Na ye de obi foforo kra ba.
Okay.
Na je say ye di akoni aba ne sa.
Sanity. Ni na ye time da so.
Sanity. Eti abusiafo midimafo poku ase maira ene o ira kra kopia yare sabia na chese watu adi anisa
no
ebeboa na doctor kra hu so ira obepi obetimi ahwe free midimafo se yen kan che tiefo se yen kra poma emba so ye home prenu ene ye tena wheelchair mu emfa ma home prenu ne senti na yarifo yari ni odimafo ene midimafo Herbal Hospital Doctor Time da so doctor say enyarewa nyina no eye ntatia case enti baby bia wo a wo papom di amapa no uyi midimafo free ho a minim baby bia mu a wo kọ ono na de brene na eye adwuma de bi to o yade so efi so kwagya yarehwe emfie ba miensa nan na utwa kwan yade ne nko okoye den ti midimafo on pasem nti wo ba wo se yade we na otwe mienu bosome dakro na wotwe nansa enru ho no na yade na akra no wa pene ba bia fa because one time stand midimafo Herbal Hospital Doctor Time da so but say futu o de ba ne say stress e wo Ghana ha ne pressure bi abeto yeso no so di akire dwuan wa adwene no entini ni bi betimi ate na nya tenso a stroke beba enti susu dwene bizo wo dwene ne kra enkosi hu solution is wa entimi ampa solve a odwene kwa uti na wo pai no na wo be pe stroke di ama ho enti doctor se men kan che o se sa adwendwene basa na tipaye no utimi so oti na dwa oga e ho ana ate ba ko ampa cho ya ye hweyie ya hweyie kese pa afi so obedi agrosa no na nyame amfafie no okofa mficha na wutiri no akwakonya issue na o se stroke na ba e bonka ye enti si e kasai wo kasa meye asa wo struggle no akasa wo twemframa entime ma o sorry gina uni pedua so so na so se wo kwa beka so nai ba ko no ya disment atata hu mo ye dududu utia on tehwe titiriti ye wom na midimafo se e ba sa ni nyina no na obe show pressure yie vi so obedi agro no na stroke na ba na o se ye kwa ye ba kura ye nyare yi ya kura ye hu ye hu ano dada enti yade ne sa bebo wa na che se wo di asem fofora betena uni pedua so midimafo se stroke ne ho nkeka ye nyina no na watwemienu Fabra no fa time on so said the beya wo nan na betia fom ye na won sa na ebe bare wona ase wontime ma so entime left nkosoro no na busuafo doctor enhwema wo stroke ma unya falling face obu ha nanim no ase ehwe egu nanim fa no eho ne time ye dududu na aye tititi na afono no bo se as won tehwe abusuafo sa yade bi efre ni stroke no ha dwene na de edimakotene ne pa ne ye se de ete wo adwendwen de ba na ete wo wuntini mu no eho no ene ha adwene ebi so wo ho awakoma ene etimi botwim na afa uti anye ya na chese dankna midimafo se ento ato ye wo stroke ne ho no eye na watwemienu fabre ye ne fa time ento so pato yade bi wo ho aye manage wontimi nkotu obi akoma emfa free ni yem se wo sa pressure nti watu akoma na akoma yade ye tu ase ye tu akoma wo bewu enti doctor say ye manage no se pressure no ne tenteni ne tietie nyina ne se ye low se ye high no eye kwan akoma na fa so ye adwuma ene be kire wo pressure kire wo nsa ye behunu pulse dodo a ebo enti akoma no e wo so ye adwuma in minimum rate according to nipadua body mass index wo system no sa pepepe na wo so ye adwuma enti se wo de ne ye adwuma buru de wo se ye so a e de asem beba na anu so a asem foforo da ho timidima force men kan cho se pressure na bra ye manage de entia e basa ne se ade wo ho bebre na echichiri wuntini no fa nipadua no ho na mu a wuntimi fo wani hu na wo within na akoma na ye adwuma what the speed pa na be penetrate sa entini ni di moja ne oxygen a woso no e dia fa enipadua system ni nyina nti se odi ahoden sa na ebro na ahoden so ye adwuma e chese issue wo ho enti midima force fabric manage ma pressure ho nsem nyina no eye na awotwe mienu abusuafo yade ba ko ama ne ho mene so eye kidney yade na enim abofra na enim panyina sama doctor se en kan cho se wodidi enuane bia enua friends wodro wo mu cafe ahodo ahye ne mane de a ene awieye bra no betwa so aba pa kidney ne ode ne ho beba enti didi ye na hwa ade a wodi ko nipadua system ne yevi se kidney ne ko enya bowa woso kwada fidi kase so akochenju moja da bia se ya circulate na mawa eyesika twitwi die wanya bi so anaso no so yasem foforo na ebebo sa na edinsem bebrebe ene ebeba midimafo heba hospital doctor time da so say kidney ne na wotwe miensa se wodie no aisha ase a obo ahokeka etene so obetini ho saa okoye test kra na still na ne ho keka no kidney ne se ya esan se fidie dori ni padua ne nti edisa how ne ba ebese wo skin ebeto nyoma bi egu widie ni prekese wotiwa ne ni padua ye dark ne pa ye white ubom se ye pale utanye ana jaundice de ne ho agim na asi atata afi odidi ntimi digest ugu nsu ani ni something which is the dark one be midima force men kan cho say sa how ni nyina kidney de ba enti se failure fabra midima for ho ni testimony na empass ne ho yade bia ni wa eye fail wo ho ye test a positive ni ahwe ho asem nyina aka ma eye midima for asichire yade aguma hodo 1 2 3 ne kro ne ba ni nyina no e kire se pancreas enye adwuma ye insulin entimin produce and aduane a ye die na ye end product na friend glucose no wa break it down ayi ama yen as energy me sorry anope ye ni di but ye nto ba ha if we say aduane da so woni padua ni mu a body system na regulate ya manage ayi ama ye kakra na abete kom di se wo die no sa function no entimi nya adwuma ya e chese wo sugar level no ene esom se kwa a chese wo che no na abusuafo e ka no ho a wuntini mu twetwen na ho sanfro ko hospital say mu momi so chese ensempi ene de beba ebefon bese nya nkuda hodo e woni padua system no midima for say men kan cho say fabra no so ye na watwe mienu prostatitis infections ye be ma prostate e ma ne hono anase ye inflamed no e basa e no jonso sem obi ka ene wa wosem e wo bi ka timidima force men kan cho say be ma so wontimi nwa akoche infections ahodo kra ye wa etimi si wa wo kwan ti wo prostate amane nya wasem hia e ma jonso anche wa najo e me ye nkonkotwa obe friend say fa rubber enkoto obe mem midima force men kan cho say wadaro ma fabra na watwe mienu na affect jonso sem so de a ene ye wawu eno na wo kwa wontimi nyonso wo ana jonso de ukogina ebi ma obe chenchem ho saa na chese ha wadwendwen jonso ni bo ko etimi leak ngete wuntimi hunu na ese wo ho midima force saa ha oni nyina no fabra no fa time nto so entatia case yade no eno ye nsebre professional lab technicians e wo ho a ye hwe nipadua hwe mojanim ya hwe adekora ye wo ebi ni infections ahodo bacteria and fungal infections into so gonorrhea komidima for ho because eno so esi awo nkwan be mo ani aye kokko ma ekuro wo minimu intimidima force fa be da yen ne fa time nto so discharges ahodo burning sensations or the poor the oba the obvious ubehunu bonse we himfie no eni animonyam komidima for ho me pacho se wo honom na se wo ya ne mechanemia etel so mojawe ya de etel so abusa se moja na wie kogu hene oba bema emoja nkotoa be se 12 pounds ekwa 13 die e wo se wo sister nim to die na eteba 10 ekwa 9 ekwa 8 na che se de asam oba midima force men kan cho se fa anemia no bra na ye hwema nso na dinam na echu moja na se obrebo no ntimi nye moja ni ye e na wote wo huna mane ani su biri betimi atena wo so ntimi nye adwumaden sa ya de no wo so adabia no atoba wa yeboho midima force fabrem fa time to so ye funu mu kro enkuda hodo eye ominimu eye obo ano afi headbands ahodo ekro woyam ewudidi nuani bia na woyam wo hyehyew uhuna mane osa ahodo nyina eye midima force eye ntatia case koko ka ho bi malaria ka ho bi so ekwana doctor time da so on fa time no ento yade so ye nu akire na abusuafo doctor sisi yade kwankro obi wa ni sisi no ye ba ye ti so e wontimi ntena se ogina ho so abobo na sisie no mpacho empanifo se yensa akokromoti ho mopo sisie nso ntimi nsa ho nye hwe efi se ye kwa ye ba adwumadie daily activities na eye sisie no ne de ye eduru anwumra busa mema ne ma na eno ne de fire to sisi no eye te se enam na efe ni police ababare ni na gina ho a untimi fa nye hu because okwa na nkwa na atene na entene doctor semen kancho say eye 30 minutes for sisi ne bra ne emfa time unto so ne empe ne pomasi bre emfa ma abusuafo de ka ho de ensam ni nyina bawie ne say doctor say be ma de wo so gina bra ne na si me ma nem adenti na sabi o be ma no infections afa no na efon sa na ya ketekete na de ya ketekete na ese crayon kora de kala no ehia entimi nkala wo de na 82 book ena midimafo say entena ho ehuna mane sa because adene yesa ma ne begro ho sa from kra no wo mma omhunu de atua mu nso a no ase aju sika ni disa no wani aye red timidimafo say se wo petetrete pipiripi bobrobo kakraka kokroko tete branete se barikasi chachra eye fantastic and ye ejina ho a kire be nsuo ne nsuo wi abaabi ade be fa bi ebewura time near 5 days was it enye chinyefo na meje extra basa so a unya baby mfa ntimidima for say ensema ya baby say gu asum nyina no open pomasi bra eyamidima for herbal hospital udru atwema ebu akwa agogwa ubehu doctor time da so na akonkran so a se ne trotro ne pai na me sha ase npoku ase mayera midima fo na chese ye kwa no konna doctor mfabre ento ya de so tie numbers no eye 0244 77 42 82 0244 77 42 82 0500 72 15 0500 72 15 Midima for Herbal Hospital doctor time that's so that's me nwa bema
asa mu nya mo kan pipipi bobrobo
and ram ya kan if you be na
esa kan bi obi
tetrete bobrobo kakroko tete brane obwa excellent
anyway yada sibi we a time with Midima for and out say ya dey abrewo no anyway yatwa so awahana afi yatwa yankoma twetwe no so the messages ni bia banti mamenkenkan efa emamo we as the Speaker of Parliament is showing through democracy. We are gradually growing into democracy from Sir Cabis, London, Ranford, and all the way abam. First of its kind, one say minority, abe majority, and one seven. Virgin Chairman sir, essay listen to live from Akukari. Lawyer Andrew Amwakwesiama is doing a marvelous work at Kwabena constituency. Please, let's thank him by voting for him in the coming general elections. Okay. And also, Edian Schiffman Atonsu Kumase say the NDC and their AJM have nothing new to offer Ghana. So we won't waste our precious votes on the dead goat. The MPP has the best of policies to transform Ghana on the digital space, and we can't take chances on December 7th. Vote for Dr. Bawumia. Vote number 1. Regards to Mr. Ahmed Kwati of the Kwat Ventures. We a Schiffman Ewa Tonsu and Odue Abrayan. Security, please. I want to ask so will those MP come to Parliament again? Yes, so many parliamentarians, so they will definitely come to. And I say, Emrani just say, "One vacant your position, your mama." Anyway, so that's how the law says. Okay. I say good morning. My name is Osankide from Taifa. President Akufo-Addo is 100% right to call ex-President John Dramani Mahama to have a debate with His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, because we all know that this year's election is not about cheap propaganda and lies, but it's about outlining a sustainable policies and realistic ideas. But I wonder why ex-President Mahama is running away from debating with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. The call from His Excellency President Akufo-Addo is in the right direction. Ghana needs a person with better policies to lead the country, but not with the idea of Nkukwan-Ketenkete policy. It is a clear indication that ex-President Mahama cannot stand to debate Dr. Bawumia in any aspects of the economy and good policies. We shall surely keep JDM in a position forever because that is where they perform better. Never again to JDM, Yao Sankide, Ewa Taifa, and Odiwe Aba. Musa Bato, Ewa Asanwase, or say the Speaker, Kwabena, must be commended for upholding the rule of law and maintaining the integrity of Parliament by standing firm on the precedent set by former Speaker Maakye Kwabena. NDC is the majority in Parliament according to Article 96(1)(b) of the 1992 Constitution and Standing Order 11(1)(b). By this decision, there is a need for a fresh elections for the Deputy Speaker position. Greeting to Julius Debra and Gabriel Aga. All right. Mystic Wonder Avoko inside and Samuel Adwoji is undeniably clear that MPP MPs are running away from their own shadows. It's preposterous and gibberish to hear Afenyo Markin criticizing Kwabena for their own precedent set years back. What is good for the goose is equally good for the gander. Who says man no day? The future is indeed pregnant. Okay. And also, and pregnant with what? That one he didn't mention. All right. The speaker said, you sow evil and you must expect equally reap same. You voted him to do the work. So, for you, okay. And he is doing it better. MPP must just allow him to do his work. Ray. And Odiwe so Abba. All right. Enti miyanko enafi yankoshe na Dankwah Kufuado. Ni tour of the northern region. And now we had the say were true challenge at the former president say on debate the running the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Na afi osan ekasa onsan be show the commitment of the free SHS. Yenko na na adu Dankwah nsem no yewia. The response from the former president Enso Edibebremu. Yehese yebenya sound no nafe yeti nsama nado Dankwah Kufuado editu dwa ewo nsam no a okan ewo ne tour of the northern part of Ghana no ehu.
In the last election in the mining districts of the country, the MPP did very badly. Largely because the NDC presidential candidate and the party had gone around the mining areas and saying that the policy that I was implementing of trying to stop Galamsey would be reversed when he came to power. And that those who were already in jail for offenses, the Galamsey offenses, all of them would be amnestied. When I said I was putting my presidency on the line, that's what I meant. That I was prepared to take the political risk involved in trying to deal with this Galamsey phenomenon. The result, of course, was that the mining districts, especially in the western region, all of them, including almost, nearly, even Dankwah, was lost to the MPP. That is what I meant when I said I'm putting my presidency on the line. That I was prepared to take the political risk involved in coming to grips with this problem. Today, he's saying that no, he doesn't believe in jailing, that he's against Galamsey, that he will enforce the law. So once again, we have to ask ourselves, Mr. J.M., where do you stand? What are you telling the people of Ghana? Because every time you speak from one corner of your mouth and you speak from another corner of your mouth. Let us hear from you direct, straight up, what do you stand for? We need to know.
President Akufo-Addo said I should come out clearly on Galamsey. It looks like he doesn't live in this country because I've commented on Galamsey over and over again. The Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources gave political leaders the platform to outline their policy on small-scale mining. And for a whole hour, I outlined our policy. After that, there was questions and answers for 2 hours. We were there for 3 hours. So he should just tell his Flagstaff House media to get him the tape of what I said at the University of Energy and Natural Resources. Recently, when I met the clergymen, the Christian community, a part of my speech and the questions and answers was again on Galamsey and small-scale mining. And so, I mean, there's a lot that I've said. It is his responsibility. The people of Ghana elected him. He is currently the president of Ghana. And it is his responsibility to deal with Galamsey now. I know that after 7 January 2025, when Ghanaians have voted for me, I will take that responsibility and we will sort out illegal mining.
Enti we another Dankwah Kufuado. Nisema obusaye any a response. The former president Eddie Ebaye. Ave mianko debate no asema na afe yenhwe and also responsa. His Excellency the former president Eddie Eba Ebetudwa. Now the Dankwah say onim dientia enei the former president ran away from the debate. Yentie the former president Sama or the Tudwa afan ho.
Kwabena was asking me why I'm refusing to debate Bawumia. You know, Bawumia doesn't deserve a debate. He is losing this election. I will not elevate him to my level and go and sit and debate him. Their campaign is failing. They have no message. And so he wants to be elevated to my level. No. I know my level. You see, in 2012, I was sworn in as president. And I went into that election as the sitting president. They called for a debate. I made myself available. I debated Nana Akufo-Addo. In 2016, I was the sitting president. IEA organized the debate. I made myself available. Nana Akufo-Addo refused to take part in the debate.
We are the former president, and also in Sama or the two Edra Enono. Also, in the level until me, Emma Quine, Emma only elevate the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, to the level because elections no omulusu edada. Baba. Politics in Mukaka, in campaign in Mukaka na yenhwe. The responses and the whatever. But yenti Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia so ensam yaba sisi na yatwaso yaba.
Our country, because I believe that the returns to that investment in terms of job creation is so much better and so big. If I put say $100 million worth of investment in the road, and I put $100 million worth of investment in the creative arts sector, I'm telling you that the returns will be higher in the creative arts sector. Much higher. And you will build a lot more, create a lot more jobs and so on. And when you look at the sort of investments that we make annually, and then you look at what we put into the creative arts sector, it's very minimal in that context. So I want to make a commitment to a significant public sector investment in the creative arts and tourism, and also bringing in the financial muscle of the Development Bank of Ghana, which was established a few years ago under our tenure to implement a special financing and guarantee support for the sector to support the creation of jobs in this area. And I think it's very important that we get the financial system involved in supporting the sector, and that is what and we are going to support this and make sure that we take care of the development expenses related to this platform for the industry. So in all, I think today I was satisfied after the various presentations that were made to me that we are ready to
We are the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, His Excellency the Vice President Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia. We are bra Oshia, the creative arts artist no ena ode ensem etudwa ede efa eno so eho. Ni nyina no yeba na ya discuss. Baba. Aha, yen hwensem ya atudwa.
Say Makan has say just about 2 months, no 2 months, right, to election. Just about 51 days to election. Na say ye tell kasa na nye policies. Ye obey ma Ghana na oka. Me who say at the end say no, oh you serious. So that say. Ode yenkomra.
Ye kwaba, ye kone ne honorable Andy Apia Kubi, MP Asante Achim North. Akodi nkomo afa nsem ekoso e wo parliament no eho. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning.
Na mense Asante Achim North boko.
Oh, odi boko.
De nyame ase. Campaign so koso kama. Na mienko enra ensem bisi wo parliament na yenye de ekoso ho no kakra. For the first time who say the Speaker of Parliament and now say the majority and minority no as swish it. Mamintie the course of kakane muslim opinion any the steps you are taking so far.
Yo, the Obi, member of Parliament, you're having a decision on the decision about Parliament.
Hello?
Fairly form, say, contest election, no, next election, no.
Hello?
What you say, Omo, I saw it to Mokuyasu. And the figure, on you, on customer, say, Omo, you, Parliament. And I think I you too will say, somewhere is not a chess or where you have Parliament. And you are not speaker, not be able to say, the Gunyana Abadan Pine. And the almost members of Parliament to speak an again. Now, I don't know, yes, you don't boy. Yes, see, and any yards. Any yards. And no, sorry, Parliament was a any diabetes. But you, of course, and sorry,
you na ano na ba ne sa no na mame musa se mono na nya adwen no se me hu se okotu mra no na minim madaroma chemu kakrai mono no nya adwen no na eno ne se momonti ase ne sen
enti ase ne se article 97 wa no ono Harry Griffin ya so de petition by no HM no de by and then let's understand article 97 one and let's say that's me the second we more na and just a baby we are with you now see next year perhaps as I get the next year perhaps and not just when you go to that I make you I think you and you make speaker and you agree with here.
Ono no inchire de buy ne say ebasa na fe your allegiance to partner de buy no ekofom because wo bo kotoko na nesi ya obeso obo hasa na che say asa wonyere ho emmo kotoko na wo bo no.
Okay, say allegiance ekofom. Ni allegiance wow. So ono na give me
Ana mbajo betime gina ye kakra mai wadaroma.
Minam kwasu.
Oh, okay.
So okay, when you allegiance, and okay, allegiance kufuma. Then say when you allegiance. Obi okra na on gasa. And the non allegiance you go from me. Yeah. What is that? Every day, you do speaker, you're okay.
Enrane kasemu no okotu the former speaker of parliament right honorable Professor Mike Okwi no kase enu ena okotu anase okotu e ba kase onene enya adwene but me say wo koye mranim ni die wadaroma so wo mranim ni anase udi asem a you have to follow a dia wa ugidi say bad president anase dia any question also follow because okawie na wie na hwa no san de be wie
Mr. Professor Mike Okwi 2020
okay.
And as far as right honorable Abambabi, you obviously
okay.
But it's okay, is that two wrongs will not make it right. And she said, now you as I said, the head, yes, of course, really, and you're there, that's it, and your money. I say, we are nearly, I don't say
Enti mumu hunu say possibly or you're blinded by possibly be a baby or freeba coming from the opposition party now.
And the motivation, but the motivation, one president, that president is wrong with that. Wrong.
Okay, so about there 1.5 months now Yekotwaba. What happens our parliament?
You hear it? I said, your cocoa, a chair in our way. I used to drink coffee. But I remember a chair among media. If you say a cocoa to drink coffee, one man in Kenton, Mama, I think one of my Kenton, Mama, the management is so.
So meaning till court Bebano, you continue to boycott parliament. Okay. Right. You better say and anope ni bra wenya ediamai. No. We honorable and the Apia Kubi and Otenga. But before I become Mamusa at Hambako, now Mamusa said the echoes anyway, echo off anyway. Right now the I don't know.
Baby Ananka a year corner. Say never see who says say that period she a cack of him say Kotwabano. And no minority just said ne. Almost begin the process of electing a new second deputy speaker of parliament.
No matter take over of a
majority committees.
Majority of the committees.
Now, just a majority that don't know.
Almost take over.
Why do we have to put ourselves into this kind of trouble?
But if it is a law,
no,
it's a mradia.
We look at the spirit and the letter of the law. Didn't you can't say MPB vacating the seat. Na less than 6 months. Yen koto 6 months na akano. The constituency chrono, omu here representation. Omu here. But time na akano isa. Is it time we yake? Afei na moko trans say committee of finance. Na kwakuko attend the dano, ye na fi ho. Committee of privileges. We na dano, ye na fi ho.
Deputy second deputy speaker, speaker of second deputy speaker.
Yakotoaba. And the brother just say first deputy, second deputy. This is free party back. The likely say omukotoa. Omu the NDC ni nebede ebeba. Ni a change committees ni na. Mind you say appointment committee. Friends say first deputy speaker and a tiajomu. Na ban say minority no. So any part the count. Say na NDC be majority no. What happens to all sa committee no mo change wo nyina. Edwuma be no mo be ye. Parliament dey be no mo rise. O mo rise no be ye o. O mo rise akwa akoto aba. Na ekoto aba no ba.
Afenyo Markin
be last sitting no my day. O ma be close. E dey edwuma kese na aka wo ho a. Ye ba be ye sa ne ma we nyina. Nti majority ne o mo so mo ba ekoto. O mo ma Afenyo Markin says until court determines this case.
Yes.
It is why na mo no mu koyi sa committees we nyina ne second deputy ni nyina. E di adwuma no mo ba be ye. It me anya be wo ha. On say omo ye constitution no. Ade be omo anticipate say omo be say
so nema we know that do they call for a review of certain things
exactly
of our constitution.
Exactly. One important thing they see was last parliament December January 7 at the ebeche no. Also by midnight, not president, ne vice, ne MP so modwuma nyina ide abawie. Ti say midnight at the enche no, ni ayi new speaker na automatic over abehwe swearing in no. When they see parliament are that you know. We were very lucky say President Otebia so no one na side e win. So now president dey outgoing here. It means there was a power vacuum.
Yeah.
Because parliament ho no, ni any speaker ho. Clerk of parliament na no ho about so no. Only sa power not to take some decisions bia obetimaye eti all these things ye ma bia ne de asine o sa bia amene constitution ye ka se o se bi obi cross carpet na ye less than 3 months bia tade a
you hold on
eni say ye because the one person mo be ye na ye fiada o na pie NPP for so mo de omo nko it will likely say and then NDC for be ye so mo de omo we it next week now.
What happens?
What happens?
What happens? Say, according to KT Hamona, you know, Kenyan say the Asama Koda Court. Mama America crabby, na court in this side, most debi.
And Afenyo Markin say, speaker, you be the service.
Okay.
Also, my filing, yes, I say, best seven.
No, or dodgy.
Also, dodgy, yeah, no better. I could say, pine. Because
yes, of course.
But share Nasama, you don't share my seven.
But for you this parliament, the 8th parliament of the 4th republic, you read that mixer, and there be real democracy.
I don't say, na ye GDN say, you that hand parliament, yes, a be boy. But I say they are using it for their parochial party interests.
Acquire a deviative from the benefits of the nation to that of the party.
Yeah, because Kaya Dwayne is a more pie. The Kamunina more build a consensus.
Yes.
Now, on mine, how can
Okay.
But as I quite say, speaker back, Kumasi share media no. Or say amount for say MPP majority no. It is a hang parliament.
Yes.
Because a 137 with one sympathizer of NPP.
Okay.
And one sympathizer speaker. What do you see?
One sympathizer
speaker. This is all independent now, so sympathizer with a party be an ufrimwa. Honestly, a speaker, honestly, a party be no heading. That was what he used to tell us, say, Adiana Pai.
Okay.
A pie, dear, just say, you need clear winner.
But this one should have rather helped us. Na afi kanina nanka a majority no majority need to take you a pie no. Cause can boa development it.
I say the party ne yet twema. At the end of the day, no me no na dey.
Yes, suffer. Yeah.
Crucial this time they said about being here passage of some bills from now, especially I fear better abano. Yeah, the current finance minister a budget for the first 3 months of the year, from January up to March.
Okay.
Not just here, they are two ama abayna obano. Say enu March there. Now what you minister for fro. Now if you don't want be your budget for Friday, I thought you piska kakra to echi. So
na oba swear in here
exactly
now what be take over
na us kakra o dey here ye niema for 3 months so na wow do budget I dey aba How is that going to happen now?
I'm looking at say we are trying from the angle saying MP before parliament. How is a business of government business going to be presented?
Because government business, this is from the NDC for
majority
leader,
no and on why
presented.
Wow. Anyway,
yeah, the trouble be a better year also for this period. When they have me crazy after next week, you know. Oh, yeah, MP, on go to parliament too.
And then
constituency. They say next week, and Rasanya issue here. Go baby from next week, you know, Obakono be at 2015 now on a year, Jumano. Go on the seat, you know, very, very safe. Into a more no caucus to me decided say and momo do say moment
na
will be follow the presidential candidate with the ambition said that she be Ubenya baby ase. It's the time about so beba pa except time on this contingency budget na e ba be pay chief for 3 months me that time no mu nyina be dey because I say decided say you to abani we are 3 months no the dey be adwuma apart from that time. The next time we be a good parliament, no. Also, President Bekwa man the last state of the nation address. The eja omo kwan. Ya to aba na wie no. Ya wie no. Obekọ no makudinkra. E hon you be abeba. Enye sir, they don't have time to come to parliament. Sir issue we be more than 25 committees. Omsi afa no ombe change baby a na MPP ni na da no eni nyina koye omo minority na say omo say omo na majority no. It's something that in this many babia and got this issue. I say issue with me ba, but are there now? Okay, munya butre mame. Me ba be kan ho asem. No, they are to kakra.
I saw mom 2 days. Also mom 2 days. Wako 2 days na ba. 2 days no kwa consultation. And no they aba no.
So
yes.
Senya sa parochial interest na me Canada and ka hang parliament na ye, but they hu pa de. Mesre NDC na masre MPP say obi anye ne ho na onye adwuma say so president ba ubenya majority enye sa pa dia the parliament will make the governance of the country a hell obema na ye America for America ba to most of the time no opposition na majority in parliament.
But they think about the nation, the development of the nation. American first.
Since I started following American democracy, most of the time, Clinton time, na opposition. George Bush time, opposition. Donald Trump time. Donald Trump crowded. Or the state of the Union called parliament. We just want to Pelosi a team. So one Kenya assassin. But a bounce somewhere here on money year, dear.
They all nationalistic.
All these things aside and says no. America first.
Dabeni bedru.
Yeah, had ye. You know what? The party did here.
Dabeni bedru.
Go here, be na party news. Yes.
One
na buying a buy be my puss. It's a mesramo. 2 parts you'll be on who say medical canasa via by betono a parliamentary election year day. Yeah,
all right.
So why we need our parliament?
Now we need presidency.
Now we need presidency now. O budget a crumble to action.
Anyway,
yes, been a tool Liman 1979.
Yes,
Liman won, but he didn't have majority in parliament. Or prepare budget to acquire. It's nothing, and Yama and Quay.
You frustrate you. Ultimately, the also way because I'm the majority. That's right. Inti yabehwe ho semba yabeba behwe issue no na ba of amenku di dwa kakrabra. Ye di dwa ba na fe ye wo issues bi ho ma o se hwe ho asem the campaign we no mo call ye no ho asem na I know my level no asem na yaba behwe ho se ofa menku dwa somra.
Esem mo Ghana.
Esem de bi wo Ghana.
Democracy dey say expensive am I don't know. Good yes.
Wouldn't that one help us rather say if we put your ass together? Is it not hard time say what say you drink honey will say yes. Yeah, because the former president can say pay what has happened in parliament a victory for the NDC in the next elections. And I think that this shouldn't have told that party line. And this ain't get to that party line.
It's in America.
This ain't get to that party line.
It's a victory for democracy.
It's a victory for democracy. Because they apply rules.
Yeah. So apply rules.
Yes.
Democracy means ruling the country by the constitution.
Yes.
It is what the constitution Tell
it
us
should
that
have
this is
been a victory for the
democracy, not
for the party.
For the party.
Anyway,
Anyway, I was for Jabi Rura Bank semi fan to them says Kakrabia or Moaba in Fear Edian in 1984. And Jabe Asanti Jabe, Rura Bank Ibesi ho, or Masmo Main, Krabata Bebre, Mount for now so. Tibra Jabi Rura Bank na enu omo medin kita ho service omo fan bi a savings account tutumi bi savings account ho current account dachinti account utumi koto shares na odusika koto nso a nsi ho dɔso ukwaje bosi a omo nsi ho nso wo fom pa so ye money transfer udisika komo bi bi a fakɔ wɔn bɛyɛ ama wo na bia wo ye program bia wo ye yie anase wedding bia Jabi Rura Bank fotimi ba besi table ho na ensan ne manfo ebedum wo ni nyina no ya gidi nyina ye boy ya papa ne call ya microphone so se wo bedoni ti se ye dase se no si ye no ye kama pa ti bomode ya na Jabi Rura Bank krabata bi e ben wo bia no ene omo eni enkita ho na school bi foto kopemmoa enso firi ho Jabi Rura Bank on krabata omo headquarters no Asante Dwaben krabata bi e wo dwoso bonwere aboso Pankrono onwe Roman Hill Magazine New Road Sipatim Pomfumesa na afi adesman sam ye nyina no omo ho ya omo so obetimi afro mo 0271 409340 0271 409340 0579 792712 so latest foam your partner for life was say so obeda na ho etimi aso na epa na dia che no pa wetima sori akodwuma so dia wonu obusua nyina omodia se matters aboda so no latest foam se unya matters papa bi na da so a ebeboa wo ama wo nso wani atimi age na mattress no wo mo ewo L shape ni V shape sofa bi odi aba ye ebo nda fom pa komodia akopa bi to na so da utimi tram sa akonwa utimi bu na sanso ayempa unya mu biara ebeboa wo latest foam your partner for life. Dettol soup see encounter or say ye nam wa ye koba ye adwam fifire ni ade Emma James mo wa ye fie ni huom omba we de ni timi de ade bre omo che say James mo ya de makoma koba ye wo ha ena so Dettol soup se me ni dware a etimi yi ni nyina bo ni pedua no enso ban Ghana rice na se me do esa so sisi age atum se me na power kan fo ma wo fo ni aba atan nyina eno a ene Dettol soup bi to supermarket bi e be wo na so fa bi e bo no obusuafo nyina enso eho e ban Midima for Herbal Clinic, Dr. Time Daso, who so a cow say, we had ye no a ya quancro, Momodia edru na sway, na udru wa, said the home como, ya, or when ye be ye no. Ya debia be do a hodie, ye shall bre, so yadi our dear bay, a cha na ochuminu, a cha bosomedie, not ye two asiamau, a nunti, and yatundi said Dr. Time Daso. Momodia and a chaquine, ewo kumase achumagogo. Kumasi Atumagogo, eho ena owo. For 0244 774282. 0244 774282. Afi 0500 727515. Eso. Sketch World Media Institute. Sketch World Media Institute so suyanse ntwudwuma. Say radio ni TV so. Na wakasa so a bomode abra bosomi nse obetetewo. Konsom ye ne graphic design, video editing and camera handling. TV and radio disc jockeying, talk show, sports commentary, newscasting, brofo any tree casting no, it would be no or betimi and so actual. Now, also Bogiano and that from pa. Now, also betimi about Kessben from the so no have a picky admission from the 50 Ghana cedis pay. Na asida house e bound so we can be free 0249 414039 0249 414039 and 0552 856467 so na eno mo eni kita ho bia so ese na efata ni what scientific hospital Dr. Nimo the womb and penis repairer see en cow sa ofo ni abatan ana so manfo amopa wo romra na obesisi wa wode en kam ovarian system fiber we trust be ma bia wonso wonso no na agene ana ho nkwamo no sha obebo be ma ho de wo from subac or santishewa tre and ya de bia da do hye so a ni what scientific hospital sebra na unto ase e ma kuma sia to so na ko junction oni adansi rubber de hye mo ko won kra restrain so am 7 unit corner chiro pe we chet antra hill no we me figuada kopem me da no panel so ne fa kopa awia no 9 for 0244 087687 0244 087687 so na eno mu eni kita ho bia so a ese na enso efata buy now pay later MTN for ede mobile phone bi aba na sa mobile phone no so ba beji bia obema 2 gig free data e so aka ho na wogia na se udi di nkita ho bibia no na o tete ne kakra era yo mu sabri so bobo sika no so kopa de bi ato a tranye yi a na eche ansa na osika de timi aso na onso timi akotobi eno nti ko hu MTN for na kwaje mobile phone ibi na tete kakra na eno nso emra eme yewodia multi credit savings and loans kakra bia pause mfanto anim says omo ye higher purchase na higher purchase nsa de no bra na ye ma mo chia TV fridge air condition deep freezer na onso fa koye adwuma utuetue wia na afi ababa ye ode wo ya ba adwuma eni wanso ye adwuma na se wo ye bosom adwuma ma obi ma adwadifo market woman bia pe deep freezer na wo de atom minerals nsuo ni ade a bomodi ya bowura multi credit savings and loans kwabata bi e bewo sabre wo di mfie adwuma afi 25th anniversary silver jubilee celebration no de ode bo amanfo eni ekochi bi na wonso emwa ma adwuma wo ye ntumintumpon multi credit savings and loans as a customer satisfaction is our priority. Afei mamin kanfo emma say movement for change the great Afrofanto yellow for no wasi Afrofanto nyame yad mo chene memeni omo beye big or a mega walk e Kumasi abontin kese so ura John Alan Kojo Chimati be di animu mbesha se fi Kumasi Cultural Center no manantia ko wi Kumasi City Mall na la Chimati odi animu no wakasa chiro manfo nyina se movement for change or the sakraye bagana ntu bi amamoden se ono so bebe bi no china won so abeta wo mu echi afi MTN for chrono se MTN yellow base o se emfa ento anim say mobile phone de bia wo bi etere bia na router ye beboa wo ama won so internet onya ne bere bia no ene ho asem ayeden na omode ye a omode aba no design hodo bebre ye router bia eno no ema 4G 4G plus 4G no 4G router yeah no sama 4 gig 10 gigabyte of data digu so saranso eno say Microsoft 365 3 months subscription e so na web vis and so 1 year subscription nyina no so a so unya bi ebebo 1,200 pep but mo dey aso be frame TN toll free number 100 and I said 0244 308111 so na no mo edin kita ho bia so a ese na eno so efata afei Ghana Career and Migration Fair and also see mfanto anim so bu opeso tu kan free Ghana ha na so kwa manone na okokoye adwuma na out Ghana na opadwuma ya ni nyina so be hu mu a omutimi boa wo na ho dwedi a oye ni Kumase no mode ya so so beba na nchichimu bia so ho no omo ene wo edi ho adwuma nyina na de oye bia so no etimi enso etumpon kodi senior lawyer Alande.
Aye.
Yes, Pope Ba, not Bishop. Powers in yeah, pocket lawyers. You're trying to.
No. But I was watching, and my whole problems, no. I hope, in fact, watch us. Anyway. Lawyer Ohinaman Kwejan, ewa na yebedi nkomo the AC wa parliament no yedi ho nkomo na afia be ra campaign mu sensem no so kakra. Lawyer, I thank you.
I thank you, okay. Now, boom, the same.
Nyamiadumo now, so
Nyamiadumo,
Nyamiasi.
Na Kofi, I trust to say, upgrade near super.
So, who's it? Lawyer Kura come.
The upgrade is super. This is fantastic.
Anyway, Lawyer, my train now, Enra. What happened in Parliament? I shall say from the Speaker, the pronouncement, what he made as against what the law says, what should it have been, precedence, so lawyer for the Anna would depend on precedence, and Croneba. Mammy to you on that score.
But that's the code. Yancha Ghana, the share wajibre, Sabra will take Kessben. Na the decline of Sumenfa. Chopper Emma 1 hour punch and drives and ride disappointed on big time. Benya Buapayo.
Okay.
Now I bet transit studio. I ready say the program no bro but BBC inti. Now I was say your cofa indeed. Yeah, the chopper can say at the moment say a banner sir and Buapayo. That's right.
That's right.
Now, young parliament. Who say me say me voice no on and ke bob back. The very day I and their friend hang parliament. And they be can say we know I mean political observers be na ye interview nom kaso which say a democracy na mature which say a benya consensus building ama yetimi atoto ndema ye away from where you have majority I na tembia no de omo pe no mo ye. I said say with the greatest of respect I disagree because some adwen ye me say Ghana ye politics send ye no no sa ade ana ye hwehwe senke benya free hang parliament na nya ade ebebam for the first time.
Can we ever get it? A bit me draw.
For now they know because you're overly political.
Okay.
Overly political. Because other than that, for the first time, this for parliament way, and they must see what ye nya be or a political disposition. So when your first time I was speaker of parliament, or free the other side, obey as speaker because somebody also from this side eto abama and a man obey a novelty in your beside.
Okay.
It didn't be where speaker will be guided by sir magnanimity. The other side, you know, a show towards him. Nankawaye overly nationalistic. But maybe can say no. From where he was coming from, a bed didn't say, Obe shed sir overly political lenses. Now I nationalistic.
Proud to this one, before this one, not Senator Hunu in his dealing.
Oh, Oshasi no na enye bad. Say na make say onipa bia won na Oshasi no enye bad sir. But don't say eko yedru middle na ye ko na wie no science na eden ya edo show.
Yeah.
Na show.
Okay.
Ke o didi ntina make sir. Speaker there what way say wo na in fact say we speaker e wa. Enu ntino at say bia oh yen year and can referee. You may have your bias, be makaso be anye neutral. You may have your biases, but then true baby and near friend the national interest.
Okay.
As against
political party,
parochial partisan interest.
Okay.
Okay. And the naba. And the see. One would decide say we honorable Andrew Asiama are no there. Na circumstances in the party no I endorse na oko on the ticket of the party. So we on the free one party no will call elections I will lose ya would decide say we be call independent in there and can no mercy for them. Can no mercy for them.
Okay.
And think more there and nyuma and can also say ye bo edimo more and they say na no ya
na ko fa buy. Okay.
Like we live like that.
Right. But so meaning that those people could have been taken on.
And no, be my point is that say once you decide say you belong to a group, you belong to a group, you go by the tenets of the group.
Okay.
And into say our party, even though you may be, I can be personal. I've said this, and I will not shy away from that until it is done. Makasa sir, there a war see a system where you will delegate system where delegates and they could decide who becomes the parliamentary candidate in a constituency now. I bet me use a technology. I bet we see and making sure say all party card bearing members I belong to any political party. Ebenya akwanya akoyi ne abeye parliamentary candidate for that area. Until say ye beko hono. The status quo is what is there. Status quo and say delegates and they could decide who becomes a parliamentary candidate. And it is how you be was subscribed to Saadi no. Na party no delegates no ko na wako tuaba. Na enye se e bia dwirim bia koso a obetu anama court say yen disqualify obia yamfa kwampa so anyi no. Na ko ba say delegates no na decide say ya woko choose no say ne ho fenti na wode ma no o say ne nkomodie na otimi di ni yie o say o kansem gu omo asum na ye omo de o say de yen o. That's the system. Until say your best son or no, that system no the wo. So once you subscribe to the system and get to abani wie Now when the concerns be able court to say nullify elections not there. But say you go and respect the decision of the delegates because that is why it is. And none that they will obey. Nia ebia na owo ho a ubeyi no ebia mukọ to aba wo win sa time no se den ne ma eye motivating factor ye de to ma wo se ye de on dia ono olusu ye no okọ ofie no na osu one na ebusuafo but ojina ojitum e ma wo ko e den na asesa and until the moment obey say you belong to a group na group no tenet and asenhye ye di dwumandie se no e de ya fa so de tu anamon bi di amadwen em se nyanya atwem e na wo mu e na nya pesemenkuminya na wo mu a e was so abide by the decision
of the group
and until one hour decide say after primaries one day we be call contekro and independent notwithstanding say omuye part of the group na group decision no part of a share ye di nipa no we can selfish parochial and enomboa group no think komo personally there obia I mean like
but no, can we always take it like that yam first yam dey example from that last time interestingly group no okomoko to abama no agitatively eba say Nyesana no mo pe but omo yini free honum oko independent he won came back then came back to support the MPP or parliament she always true say eyana and dealings be enkoso and a year man for be free ho
and no de ke tina me maka say when you have a chairman because wo hwe formula de ya ye kan ho asebia na large na ko say one person be very powerful
yes
Be Madam Chairman Kofinti, very powerful guy, and I know. And people felt he was very overly powerful and all that. So I scheme in a cost of constituency. And near my just be a person pretend say in action. Motivation and my delegates decides when they pen on. It is about time let's move away from that. But we say the system no benefited one there. Yeah, now won't perceive a year free because it is in your favor. And to say a working against you, then you have a problem.
All right.
May they have said, and I'll continue to advocate say, let's go to a state where every card-bearing member will have opportunity to
decide,
vote, to decide who becomes the parliamentary candidate. And yes, our advantage is maybe at another forum, you be now near church why you move you subscribe to that. But until see a bedroom, the status quo is what is there. And until untua na moa na wo abanya aba wabeye member of parliament and now so ababeye minister. Is it fair to treat the party that way? The answer absolutely is no. Then I make us say me pesi ebe kono on their individual levels or one ankasa won JJJ.
Okay.
But me concern no president aye set e dia to titro any speaker na na montu awatu no.
All right.
Madwen ye me say speaker ne Ghana andi ni.
Oni Ghana ni.
Kra.
Anything.
Oni Ghana we di ehwamo.
Anything.
Ka oditi o. Den na air pump speaker. Ruling ya o ye nre. Den na air pump no.
Okay.
What is chasing him? Make away because wo speaker no wan kasa hwe wo the ruling na omaye. Any reasons the reasons are omaye ntia or no ema sa ruling na ono an kasa the reason na ogina so no defeat the very ruling an kasa wa. Why am I saying this? Okay. Ghana ye de enhyehyeye na ebu Ghana. Eti Ghana the grand norm and as mre super mra kunini ni the constitution. Constitution they decide when they qualify say beto abama as a member of parliament. Constitution no enema kwanya ma yehwe modalities aye de koto aba eyi obi as a member of parliament. The same constitution and the prescribed modes and means ye di yi obi efri embrashe bedwem. And say vacancy ebeda embrashe bedwem.
Okay.
Enunti so hwe article 97(1) G and H abeye in issue ya. Answer na no beba no there other means ema vacancy eba parliament ebi ni say bia nyame mfa samba na obi afrim wawu ya to abama no ba wafrim ofrim a automatically once a oni hobiem no vacancy abeda ho enti na eba saa there's a vacancy eno no saa no by notification say nipa no wafrim. So the speaker will announce there's a vacancy. And then the essence of the vacancy is to inform electoral commission formally. Say vacancy abeda by reason say the two abama no with him.
Okay.
And there was a sign echo to abani another person to replace the bakra with him. Another reason be a resignation. The panoa na wo ho no se ma decide say me pese me koye oman hene ana me be o hene kunini ni bi. For that reason, you know, I want to resign my seat as a member of parliament. No actually a resignation letter signed by him. No, they are notifying the speaker say declare me hono vacant because me pese me ko parliament bi. E basa. The essence is to notify electoral commissioner. Say vacancy a better parliament. So I was say a by election.
Okay.
ABBM so and say ABA for whatever reason disqualification. ABA na obia court. Wakotwe manso na court no a declare say unqualified say obey member of parliament.
Okay.
In that case there's also a vacancy.
Okay.
So the speaker will announce that there's a vacancy for which electoral commission will be informed, for which a by-election will be conducted.
Okay.
So these are scenarios eba. Nande twas no be na over G and H. And the G ne there all can and say where ye to Abama on the ticket of a political party A. Oko drum rashe bedwem. Edi 1 week, 2 weeks. O say, oh, Mikra party na me stand on the ticket, ebe member of parliament. Bibinti, me decide say, me join the other political party. Enunti no, eba no sa, then the constitution no say, there's going to be a vacancy because party na wujina so on tickets. Our campaign ya dodo na no share so awo to abama wono. The moment I was say cross carpet effectively effectively it is going to affect numbers and dynamics in parliament.
Okay.
And so by a group A. Let's use classical example. Say bia MPP 4 tickets and a ujina na we campaign and na ya to aba amawo. What could do parliament? Ya so in you form part of the majority. Ebia 6 months into activities as a member of parliament, we see who defect, and they are called the NDC for whatever reason. So we hearing say one defect to be jawo, so I sorry now, so for say one defect to be whatever reason you want to defect. And brother say once I will see who defect and who free her physically. Now I call her physically. Until now the constitution says no. In that case, it will not be fair to those who elected you from here. So weaken or monamba no na we no advantage. So eba no sa yen declare say wa we see who defect a physical movement you are moving from this group to across Africa akwa. It is going to affect the numbering and I said the numbers at the majority minority in parliament. For which reason the constitution says no. Eba no sa dia yen sign kotoa ba enhwe say wo se wo ko party we no still na no enkrofo be ma mandate na if wo man fa ma then they have every right to elect nipa wo susu say onkosi wanamu. That is where there's opportunity for the people to now reconsider their decision in respect of you and your president ABSCC Ghana.
Yeah.
Maybe Kofi Asante, no, NDC, no, defective people. I mean, we have counted your number of. I don't want to because we don't have much time.
Yeah.
And then the other leg is say, Wono Ebia Yetuaba Mao as an independent candidate. Now is the parliament, independent candidates, you create baby more much now. They don't join majority, they don't join minority. Omono are treated as independent candidates, but they choose to do business with either the minority or the majority. Entiebia Tuaba Mao as an independent candidate. Ukodru parliament, ebia 6 months or 1 year. Usi omede be free say me independent candidate you know be person be called journey physically this political party ebano sa still the dynamics in parliament is going to change and you know ebano sa there then there will be a vacancy because the people will now have to decide whether they want to retain you on a ticket of a political party or not.
Okay.
So you go back to the people and there's opportunity for them to decide.
Okay.
And you know, so situation na your woman says na midi can be sao say then a palm speaker parliament.
Okay.
Situation na ya narrative nyina no. Eba na sa there's an opportunity for the people to then decide whether they will want to maintain you in your change status or they will change you for another person to come.
Okay. But where the sitting now does not involve all these things.
Precisely. So the point is that in all these occasions where you can say, because you don't declare vacancy for nothing in a vacuum.
Okay.
The moment you are saying you declare a vacancy, then it kickstarts Article 112 of the Constitution. Say, would the Electoral Commission have the opportunity to go and conduct a by-election? By the constitutional arrangements now, in 112 of the Constitution, a ban say 3 months to an election. The Electoral Commission. And Brand say uncle conducted by election because in first one being the beba so say notice of a man for better a file winner ye beka to a parliament arise here a moot exercise.
Okay.
So electoral constitution say ban me waste time cry. And nunti na me cancel speaker Baben, right honorable speaker Sumanu Babe. Ni oya den na oya kosisen.
Okay.
Because with declaration ya we say why ye one. Enkrofona 4 seats now also were declared vacant now. Citizens of Ghana a wasa constituency no. You are depriving them of opportunity of representation in parliament.
Okay.
Me wa no mu ni akwanya say obesen yako decide ni pakra was or represent or in parliament. So by your ruling, by your pen, what deprive sa constituencies of representation? Is it fair?
Do we blame him or blame constitution?
Blame constitution
because constitution is what make any provisions.
You cannot blame constitution. Constitution is a document.
Okay.
Enye mechanical.
Eye
prospective.
Okay.
To me, constitution no dey can say. Say scenario no makeka ni say once there is a vacancy, it's natural that somebody will die.
Okay.
It's natural somebody will cross capital. But ni nyina no constitution no fa no say tie ni you. Eba no sa number dynamics in parliament will automatically change.
Okay.
And I was said there should be a declaration of vacancy and then another opportunity for people to decide whether they want same representation or a change representation.
Okay.
And you can know the problem behind it. It is about speaker no kwanya wafa so awa employ sa constitutional provision way for political expedience that may your problem.
All right.
Because it is a fact, say, nipa wabobo mudin for one reason or the other no. Or more I decided say they will contest 3 of them as independent candidates, 1 as an independent contesting on the ticket of a political party.
Okay.
So the issue of the first leg of 97-1 IAG no say across capetia ebam no.
It doesn't come in here.
Obian cross carpet.
Futuristic.
In the ruling now constitution is against you cross carpeting. Honorable Sumanu Baben. Obian cross carpet as of Nrana na woma rule because in parliament and Rano Sena or Tunenia share. Honorable Andrew Asiama only majority area business Otiwo as an independent candidate.
Otiya.
I Cynthia Morrison. On Kaya said because also wako file as independent, majority for an court national on side. So the number dynamics has not changed.
Okay.
Honorable Kwache Akaya or NDC Amanfi Central or so independent on a minority for as a member of the minority group so number dynamic and sign as of Endra our money ruling into the internment of 1 hour year constitution say because of number dynamics based on say obi a free akohano and rana NCA
all right
obiati baby oti
all right.
And why do you disturb the status quo?
All right.
1. 2. Or refer to precedent. Honorable Professor Aaron Michael Quay, the former speaker and the president. May I disagree with Honorable Michael Quay, Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the ruling that Omar sa time. But then we see my time because sir I didn't see it at the time no. Enema mienu ne si ya ene sa enema mienu no ensi ye. Okay. 1. Ne si ye ene se ono ne de ne in his case. Honorable Asiama ya in issue. Political party na ojina ne ticket so e de call mrashe badwam for the people of Kwabena no. Political party no general secretary e take steps. Say 1. He was no longer a member of the New Patriotic Party. 2, because of that, Omo at the common speaker to inform speaker say he is no longer a member of that party, so he cannot purport to represent the people
party
on the ticket of the political party.
Okay.
And there was a step that was taken by the political party. Na ojina
tickets will be quiet. Okay.
Okay. 2. Asam no baye no obia and take steps or the asam no court. So there was no step to go to court for which reason I was a hold speaker.
Okay.
2 things. Okay. The man made me disagree with Honorable Michael Quay, though post-mortem no and they say whatever the situation was, nanke was here share sa constitutional interpretation here say na effect say you be declare sitting vacant but they don't know atwam that's Professor Maakye rest with he's no longer a speaker, so whatever decision I will take it at the time, let's posterity judge him. Say the can say me I think he was wrong at the time, but because MPP for that time they fit into scheme, they were happy what they are saying. So whatever happened that time happened.
Yeah.
But the question they say, Honorable Abambaben, is he bound by the decision of Professor Michael Quay? The answer is no.
Onwa cross the T.
Onwa can say, like the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court duly constituted is not bound by the previous decision of Supreme Court. They can depart. And now Honorable Abansumanu Baben every opportunity says na opea in the interest of Ghana na obe depart from Professor Maakye ruling when departed because of convenience, political interest. And the man can say because there was a precedent in T and oye and rano or you saw president because not a fit into the scheme of Adiana Opesoye. That is the second thing I want to say. The third most important thing I no cry na etwa BBM no say. You see what? Onwa in his ruling or articulated the sentiments correctly, my view say it is the Supreme Court of Ghana and I reserve the interpretation of the provisions of the Constitution and the DNC. Who interpretation here woman any day. Let's say Supreme Court fought Nasi. Now we say wo interpretation now man and run wrong.
What happens?
And the one who few interpretation say na was say kwa the why and rain na ayeding. That is why I not be imagine him say Kodi. So we a referee. It is how we a judge. Now what to say? Obi akwa file application be na you show there several. So we need interest as a judge and as a referee and as a electoral commissioner. You don't take steps to avoid or evade service. You evade service where one personally no interest. Let's say for instance, say ebia NPP or NDC, ebia na omutu anamombia kotwaba. na and candidate be aware agree akoko to say wako file for interlocutory injunction to restrain them. Ube won say no my friend secretary now or party office and say hey to party no ayim na we've been in this game for 16 years. Yeah, what happens? Ombe friend secretary na catch and so yeah to party no office no na free so that they won't get anybody to serve. It's normal. I mean, like because who interest and you don't want to be served. That ember affected and I'm more episode too. By electoral commission, for instance, electoral commission there. So wouldn't you in TSA? Ubi court, ako file the application for interlocutory injunction. Now when I obabe neutral abeta, and as I own our better jam abano so. Now I say wa because oh no we interest here then. You should not have any interest.
That's right.
And you don't take steps. Say to me prunamian say be amenge service. You don't take steps to evade service.
Okay.
And imagine me say, Speaker Honorable Abambabe, Senka or Tonebo no mo draw an attention, enanka or J process na ye de be serve no. And oh yes, so because I have been served with this process, Mami abide by the decision Supreme Court for ebeye in respect of this interpretation kadien de besi. Bibia NC ewo parliament and ka dynamics na ewo ho na because wa awo and then Supreme Court will make a determination na a guide into the future. But the why no any day ewo dire consequences.
That me Bible say I mean here education kakra. Now can somebody just rise up because obi so next parliament dey nkogina ha me ye nto abama no nti ono so betimi agina so aka say well because ono so mbenti ono so allegiance aye bibi o ho ana
with the crampo the rules of war parliament say one call continuously for a number of days as a member of parliament. Now we need the express permission of the speaker. One so I was say you declare was it how many times you invoke that provision. There were never nyina ho kwan ke but my point is that me as a lawyer of 16 years standing I see a lacuna in that provision.
Lacuna
there's a gap that calls for interpretation once and for all. Because constitution, you know, a prospect, it looks into the future. But the be at the time now, omono you know, the intendment, I generally want what this provision we say when you seek to remain. As a member of parliament, even though you went there as an independent candidate on the ticket of another political party, they should declare a vacancy. Imagine say when you seek to remain, no call for interpretation. Because speaker interpretation, they say the mere fact say Obia file with the electoral commission. Now or say a notorious fact say once you file with the electoral commission, no, it means say we are independent candidate, you are seeking to remain on the ticket of another political party. Supreme Court may disagree with him. Because I mean that's not how I see it. Especially when at the time we know the same constitution no so I can say 3 months or so to election no se vacancy better why young twaba. In the natural vacancy, why do we create a vacancy?
Anyway.
Where artificial vacancy, natural vacancy, somebody is dead. And no young share. But where the speaker, Nanka ube to me, I say, look, as some now called Drew Supreme Court, Michael Kwabena Ubian file any suit against him. Michael Kwabena political party na a shock command, and you know, or send a cry and find say, crying out of us or send we can pardon him. But would they pardon why ye because one Ubian chro embryo. Honorable Haruna Idrusu and original political platform say me shamu boss say next week I be parliament no minority be majority because me competition speaker next speaker declare say 4 vacancies about parliament. Next speaker true to that word and why the very thing original platform so can na manabam. And the DNA apart from say political interest.
Anyway.
And you know me there, say there dire consequences. One NSA say Supreme Court for Ochina. Omukoye interpretation. No mo can say Speaker Honorable Abambaben with the greatest of respect to you as the Speaker of Parliament. With interpretation no wronger. Ndia waye obey na ko reverse no. 2 say confusion what creative of parliament. Now people are celebrating. Hey, now we are majority. Now group will be a majority, not by virtue of Ghana for Toma Wana, among numbers advantage, by decision of Speaker of Parliament.
Yeah.
And by virtue of your declaration of vacancy now, there's a second Deputy Speaker of Parliament.
Vacant.
By your decision, he is no longer a member of Parliament.
Yes.
And the seat now be vacant. Technically speaking, first Deputy, I'm for have they've grossed over first Deputy Speaker of Parliament. But why I think that is also a challenge because no by virtue say na or majority or yeah first Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Now that assistance is here, what happens to the first Deputy Speaker of Parliament position? What happens to it? It's saying all leadership of Parliament, they will have to find a way to make sure say reflect the change status Speaker Ako declare. From now on to say a election no. So constitution no in its own wisdom 1 hour can say some days to election no e woni ase e be disturb the status quo, so even a vacancy is natural. Why would the speaker create that way our parliament for what? To achieve what? How many days now can rise? In the records will be show say on a certain 17th of October, by the stroke of pen of the speaker, majority became minority became majority, and the first deputy speaker was changed. The second deputy speaker, another person became the chief whip. And this confusion. Why?
Let me continue. Let us see. I can't see a transfer. I was you and some people do so. He
has disappointed those who felt by Kwabena balance because Krofo what sir constituencies now almost sorry and no more member of parliament and member of parliament. Why honorable Baba say we declare of
Facebook was imagine say Okunu Kwabena nra now from baby major say majority leader now obe nyumra say baby minor
ya ba ko fa na dum ohu na ya ba na ya close and ya ba senti ya ko fa na dum na eno so yakotia pomden ho nsam ya ba sisi a
ya trase so man no ye ne yie ni akyekyere enti anopa bia wote ye nka na ye kasafo apomden ho asem ho efi na dum heba center na dum nro no edo so bebre ye wo garlic de no a ebetimi aboa esiesie uni pedua amada bia wanya ahoden emoja no bedi afurusane yie efei entini no emu betumi ada ho se wuntini emu sisi sabi enye aduane aya wudie na ekosisim na momo saade no saade ahodo aya wudie cholesterol no wobehun say towels na ya ewom apapo na ewom no na cholesterol na kodedem na akohyehyɛ ase enti gradually na efele na emu ye ma no first no emoja na nanke wo se dimirike ekohum hum se ekof eno enenam so de akomayare ne sa ne mani nyina eba enti mesro wadaroma edura ye friend se nadom garlic se wudu ba bia na wusia bia eni ho agro enye garlic nko an ye dia ye nim sade nipadua no ene entini no adwuma etumi ye ede ma ye enti ye de nura wudu bebre ena afrafra ene aka abomu enti wonoma ehye cholesterol no nyina ase efri ntini num na nyame ye wadom na doctor bi tumi identify say wo yare no eye cholesterol na adoso ewo nipadua no ma no aboa wo pa because wo sha se wutu ho na monwa be hu se wafuru etwe wo nsa wo motom na ye dududuru na ni nyina etwe efe be hu se wankasa kra wo mo ye ha wo da obeda yie efe be hu se wo movement kra no bibia yo okay cholesterol ba nipadua no ma na wa ye dududu wo di kakra bi no wa ye ten wo mo ye du na etwetwe nyarwa wo bro bebre etimesrew wo koye na yeso wo BP no nko de cholesterol doso woni padua no we nti wadaroma na domfo adura ye fe ne na dom garlic eye dro bi ebetimi aboa wo pa sa wo se meboa control fi o se misuman enimani bo ho mode na kwaji bi nanom ne bebo so mepe wo wie na de mi kan se wa hunu yanka nkyerɛ sɛ wo BP akɔfam yanka sɛ cholesterol na akɔfam wanka sɛ wo nipadua no sɛ da wa ho ɔde fɛ so so na wa yɛ dududu sɛ wa hu sɛ wo so atea me frɛ me bra dwuma mu ha sei na bɛgye wo sika wei ɛyɛ naadom garlic ne ɛyɛ naadom garlic no nso ɛde to nkyɛne a ansa ne abade ɛfɛ ne sɛ nafa lady care no toa no ɛyɛ pink ɛno deɛ madaroma ɛyɛ manko a ɛna ɛnom ɛne sɛn sabosome so na sɛdeɛ wɔsɛ mogya ne ba no wafiti kro no entumi amma ne saa mesrew bontoan kakran sisen kakran ɛwɔ wawodie no awodie no so tembia wɔsɛmu da hɔ sɛ wafiti kro no etimi flow kama na freeze 5-6 days no mogya so fi no kakran ne nyina afrim a wɔn sɛ ohun atɔ wo ne bɛma bi esia ya wɔn timi sutu kama pɛ sɛ wo pa wɔn ko ade na edem bade koba ne sɛ wafiti kro no nye enti mogya no ntimi mma sɛ de wɔsɛ ba no a bibia koso ɛwɔ awodie no afei wɔn sɛ de oba nya contraction sɛ wonyem na wobosome so sɛ wɔsɛ wo a ade bi efrɛ ne sɛ kadwo ɛno ne contraction no akwada de ne ti bepema na kwan na no mie ya wɔsan kɔ no akwada dinye wɔ hɔ a no wɔsan aba afi ɔbɛya kɔ ise kwan na no bebie amotumi aba saa contraction ne bi yɛfrɛ ne sɛ menstrual cramps ɛna bosome so a oba wo nso mogya taa wa wodie mu no wo nso ya wo fa mu no because ade no nye na tena ye ene ba bi a wabetena no enti bosome so a wo se otimi pie na nso akwansidie bi wo ho na onti bi mpie enti no wanya saa cramps no be wo se wayase be yo ya saa na dru se oba wa won wo da bia no saa na tie enti mesro eni kwa se mogya no eka ye mogya so fi eni kwa set na wo se babontin enti aman kakran no beboa afei na fifiri na abeda ne fibroid e wo wayase ho na wona ye dududu ba bia wo se akwada atom na wakotena na mogya a abotoa e na age wafa wenti ye won nafa lady care eno no e ma no nom di ho danse enti ye production asesi anasa ye ni na asa because obi a onnom a wahunu sunsunsanso ehun se ya de papa bia na obaji bi koton ana okobo ho dawro ene so o mo ton e watership institutions mu ani ansa na we free wa se de nipa wa ho oden betimi da bia obenya ho oden e de aba abonten no se yarea ye fra ni se infections no edoso ye wo types of infections e depend yarea no se de sitie ba ye type of infections na ye tu ho anamo na se ye tu ase no eye enamudie ni bia de woni obi akosia na wakwa akonya na eno no ne sankrofo chlamydia ene gonorrhea ene syphilis no ne ade na bia nso ebetena nipadua no ma ebia won sunsanso a edema syphilis no che ewo nipadua no metimi kwa akokan wani enti ewo wa obehu se wani no wonya bruises problems kakra wo so na wantimi entu ase a ebekɔ nanima etimi lidi to anifra tu beran se bedru brebinu na wani hu ade eye syphilis moa no na fro kɔɔsoro ɛna ɔma kɔdi sɛ adwuma no syphilis bɛ nipadua no ma ɔmutimi di dwuma hodro bebree ɛno bi na ma obi bre so sɛ wɔso ɔwo a ɔntumi nwo no because infections no na nkwala na ya ɔma ba no akwala 12 years ohia na no nkwala mienu bi ya ɔhwe mu kra nkwada ɔmo wɔ JHS o ɔmo nam TikTok so ebisa sɛ obi di kodwoto aya ohun adwuma da na asam no mewura we ohwe nkwada nyadwa bi kwada nketen musa nkwada we ndi munsuro mema utimi kwada be ma chi bisa sɛ be wonni be ma fa odi kodwoto afa oda akwada aketwa enti onu no sesi a wasase o obi di kodwoto fa ani wɔkyena obi nso de ade foforo be fa no ti onu okɔ nanim no otete yare no saa kwada saa bre wasase da be ma saa no wonim ne wasiesie wonim ne ho adware de onim ane sɛ asomasi fra ne miamia ne kakra owi apɛ 50 cedis 20 cedis no de asa ne nsam na otete yare no kɔ enti de akoso woni nipadua mu ankasa no onim ho hwe nti obehu sa de we betena wo ho from 12 years 13 15 na we hyehyia mema saa nti wonyini no a nyamenye na dom emafe onhie ni wura no na yare na atena ne ho akyɛ no nti amo aba benya long time side effects and no one say ya wapa your friend award e akoda won nya biem na no infections enti aba ne sa mesro ye wadro bi a friend say nafa xv ye wonsuo ene ye wane topaye anope ya akra me wa hai obi abetobi ye de nsuo no ene nom topaye no na ene say all forms of infections etu ase yes STIs no na ade ba ko asese tumi ye ho adwuma yie pa nso eye emema prostate enlargement no because prostate enlargement na nkasa na makasa ne ma miensa ene de bawo ida se wanya injury and I say infection and also old age and so cry it made this idea no ba enti me sro de ne de ye infections no wo be nom na fa xv na adwo be ma na kwada fam boko enti sa de a enlarge no e kwana ni ma na wudun so twa no na etua kwan no because e da wudun so twa na se etua kwan no a de obehuna ne se Johnson no entimi mmabiem afei nkakran no obi ono ma ne de hyase a Johnson ne ba tot ebi won hyase a Johnson wo se bia kam ebedu ba bi kra de na sizi kra na mmabiem na kyesa de na hono a aba be pia Johnson twa no kwan no esi no enti mesro se wotimi to infections nyina ase a ene na wo prostate nso kra o bo ho ban enti nafa ni nso ne to pa ye no de e ma ne mema nyina ene enom because e infections edro na ya to apete o my Ghana miamia hodro bebre na ye kase ye bobo a na kyese bre ni betia ye nti be Fred doctor no pay 0558
0558
30 83 40 0558
0558
30 40 and at the opebia to no Mr. Oberfred 0249 401 731 0249 401 739 na ninyina nkamfu ano ye ka ye nkenja mpam agro da because so we infected oba ema wo mpam agudie no enso ani bema bia ba wo ho akwa a omma bio na bema wo nso mpam agudie enso ani no memi se mihia ba ko a wanhwe a entokwa na besie wo fra me bia ma memma enti wa se bema bo ne homoden na oba nso ebo ne homoden ni nyina no eye nafa xv ni so ne to paye ene be ya ma
right enti eno natum ena yekokofa ene yedi dwumadi ndo esi anesa na me wish happy birthday sonko enkoma my lovely wife Mrs. Patricia Kwating, we every honorable Ekoko Kwating. Honorable baby obi anu ye chane anope. To honorable say Mrs. Patricia Kwating ewa woda. Happy birthday enko emfa emau. Wafa ene your pages day.
Your page na world your pages day.
World your pages day.
A very wonderful.
That's one. Your social media no Facebook, YouTube. Any include benyina
birthdays na ye show ni nyina brantie we
ono na ye
and now the prayers na ye birthday enya mu bia oye social media handle YouTube bia pages is a wonderful guy
anopo
Jene Friday
ewiu enyumro anytime he's around
pages is around
hardworking
do the
guy.
work
Yes right
that's so
right,
pages
right.
And ye we show the best
Yaminsha pa na and also you see from two of us also you see from ne and also you did no my pages na your pages who say yes we did birthday no right on that note you for you medie no emfa ensi na yen sorry nyame adoma wochira amansenti ye beba ho
na senior lawyer aswa be banyu
no wadwojo ho
I'll be here back on Sunday.
That's right.
Timamichia Niaba Obapa Efiasewa.
Right.
Honorable Francis Uswe Chow, MPP parliamentary candidate for Jabin.
Okay.
Right. Good morning.
Right, into sorry na afi agude hunsem aba betwaso na Friday into questions and answers. Sergio Laka aba betranse na afi mo questions no omo de anu yi e de abremo. Yakramo ene anope. Bye bye.